Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Recently, one of the Riot devs, the main Riot dev for covering Path of Champions, did an interview talking about the future of Path of Champions. Now, it was a pretty long interview, over an hour long. I was there though, taking notes of everything, and here is a breakdown of all the important information. I will link the interview down below if you want to watch the whole thing, but I'm going to try to give you all the important information in 10 minutes or less. So let's jump into it. So at first, the biggest thing, they're increasing the legend level. The legend level's been stuck at 30 for a very long time now, and it's getting increased up to 50. So this is really, really nice, and it's going to help address some of the major problems with Path of Champions. And another nice addition, all the levels are being equalized, at least the levels from 30 to 50, so they're all going to take 30,000 experience. Before, the legend levels would get increasingly more difficult to get, so like one legend level might be 25 to 30, and the next one would be like 35 to 40, so constantly getting more and more XP required. Here, that's not the case. All the levels between 30 and 50 are all going to be 30k experience. So this is very nice. It'll make these legend levels much more consistent to get. Now, as far as the rewards for all these legend levels, I have them listed right here. So GV, that means Golden Vault. The Golden Vaults have champion fragments. The Golden Vaults normally have between 20 to 30. PV means Platinum Vault, and those vaults normally have around 40 fragments. And then when you see GR, that is Golden Reliquary. Now remember, all of these have duplicate protection. So this is going to be an amazing way to finish out your collection and get a whole bunch of champion fragments for those champions you don't yet have. Or if you're someone like me that has the account maxed out, this is going to give you a whole bunch of Stardust. So as you see here, 31 and 32, each one of those is going to give you a Golden Vault. And then at 33, you're going to get a Platinum Vault. Then 34 and 35, each level is going to give you a Golden Vault again, and that pattern just keeps going of 2 Golden Vaults and then 1 Platinum, 2 Golden Vaults and then 1 Platinum. But as you see at 40 and 50, both of those will give you a Golden Reliquary, which is where you're going to get a Epic Relic. So again, a lot of great rewards here. This is going to be really good for people finishing out their collection and getting a bunch of extra Stardust. Now, while increasing the legend level was amazing, that's not all they had in the interview. We're also getting Aurelion Soul and monthly rewards, and those two are tied together. So at first, Aurelion Soul is getting added as a new 4-star champion. So all the other champions in the game are just 3-star, but he is so powerful he's going to be a 4-star champion. How you're going to unlock Aurelion Soul? Fragments for Aurelion Soul are earned through the monthly adventure, so you can't spend your normal fragments on him. You're only going to get Aurelion Soul fragments through winning the monthly adventure. We'll give you a more detailed breakdown shortly, but just know you don't have to stockpile fragments, you will be earning the fragments. Outside of the monthly adventure, the only way you're going to get Soul fragments is that there's going to be a bundle. That bundle is going to have Aurelion Soul fragments and a Epic Relic. Now, as far as this bundle, as far as I know, we don't know how much it costs or how many fragments are going to be in it. But this will be a paid bundle. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably going to be 30 fragments, enough for you to unlock the champion. But again, that is just a guess. So outside of this Aurelion Soul bundle, the only way to get fragments is through the monthly adventure. And before you get too excited, all of this is going to go live November 1st. So even though they're adding in the new content on Wednesday, since this is all tied to the monthly adventure, the rewards aren't going to go live. You're not going to be able to earn Aurelion Soul fragments or get any of the new monthly rewards until November 1st. And these monthly rewards, if it wasn't obvious, they're all tied to the monthly challenges or monthly adventures. So taking a look now, here is the breakdown of the rewards for those monthly challenges. So for your first 10 wins, that's going to give you 20 Aurelion Soul fragments. Then for the next 10 wins, you're going to get 2 Silver Reliquaries. So those have a rare relic. They don't have duplicate protection on them though. Then for 30 wins, you're going to get 20 more Aurelion Soul fragments. For 40 wins, you get 3 Cosmic Pearls. Now these Cosmic Pearls, what they are, it's a consumable relic that gives you +1 starting mana. And then if you complete an adventure while using it, it will give you bonus XP and then get destroyed. So essentially it's a way that you can try to level up some champions faster, so you'll get 3 of those consumable relics. Then for 50 wins, you're going to get 20 more Aurelion Soul fragments, and then 60 wins, 3 more Silver Reliquaries, and then for 70 wins, you're going to get 40 Aurelion Soul fragments. So this is going to be the layout for the next couple months for monthly adventures. They want it to be long enough that everyone is able to earn Aurelion Soul just by playing the monthly challenges, but it doesn't seem like this is going to be permanently the rewards for the monthlies, since eventually everyone is going to have Aurelion Soul, so they'll probably add a different reward once that is the case. Alright, now you're probably wondering, what are we getting for that epic relic as part of the Aurelion Soul bundle? Well, if you take a look right here, it's these star forged gauntlets. Now the image is a little blurry. I did have to screen grab this from the YouTube video, so the resolution's not the best, but you see star forged gauntlets. It's an epic relic. If I'm Titanic, +1 starting mana, so that is massive. So if you have this plus their 2-star, you're going to start the game with just like 3 mana right away, which is very, very strong. That alone is like a broken relic. But then also, you can now find level 2 champions when you invoke or manifest, even if I'm not in play. So for most relics, the champion actually has to be on the board for the effect to happen. But for these, that's not the case. Now, this obviously is going to be very good for Aurelion Soul, but it will also be very strong for Volibear. Again, he's a Titanic unit. +1 starting mana is already good, but Volibear actually has Manifest in his kit. You get that from one of your upgrades on your Frostbite. And so that other part of finding level 2 champions, that will also be able to work for Volibear. Now, obviously, this is a very strong epic relic, and this will be the one that you get as part of that bundle. Next then, let's go take a look at what Aurelion Soul's star powers are actually going to be. So at first, when you play a created card, reduce the cost of allied champions everywhere by 1. And then when you play a champion, level them up. So any champion you play immediately going to be leveled. That's going to be very, very powerful because there's some champions that have very broken effects once they level up. And then getting some cost reduction for all your champions, including Aurelion Soul. Very nice there. And then as you see, you probably want to pay attention at the bottom. That's going to show you how much it's going to cost to upgrade to the star powers. Now this one's normal at just 10. Next one, +1 starting mana, and then I graciously bestow a rare or epic item to all of your created cards. So with Aurelion Soul, you're going to have different invoke and manifest as part of your kit. So every time you do that, all the cards you see in there are going to get that rare or epic item, which is very solid. And remember, if you're using the Star Forged Gauntlets that we just looked at, in your Invokes and Manifest, you're also going to see level 2 champions as well, which will be getting those epic and rare items. So again, very, very powerful. And this one also just costs that 20 fragments, as you see at the bottom. Next then, for your 3-star, essentially just doubling your first star power. So now when you play a created card, you're reducing the cost of allied champions everywhere by 2, and you're still leveling up as soon as you play them. So again, very solid, and it costs 40 fragments to level up to this 3-star. That's normal. But for the last one, as you see here, if you just take a look at the bottom, it's going to take 100 fragments to level up to that 4-star. That's why you're getting so many from the monthly. It is going to take a lot of fragments to actually fully max him out. But as you see, very broken power. When you play a unit, just double its stats. So whatever unit you play, its stats are getting doubled. And then if it's Aurelion Soul, the skies descend upon all your pathetic enemies. Now the skies descend, that is Aurelion Soul's champion spell, and it deals 15 damage to all enemies. So essentially, if you play Aurelion Soul, he's doubling his stats, and he's wiping the entire enemy board. So pretty crazy star powers. He's obviously meant to be the most broken champion in the game, and should be a lot of fun to play with. Now that's it for all the important information from the interview. Again, the interview was over an hour long, but if you want to see it, I have it linked down below. There's a lot of other things they discussed there. Now with monthly challenges, now getting rewards, I'll be covering them a lot more. If you want to be part of the discussion of all things Path of Champions, including the monthly challenges, I have a link to my Discord down below if you want to join in with that discussion. All right, I hope you have a great day and a great week.